A retrieved Reformation by O. Henry. Jimmy Valentine was a skilled safecracker, one of the best in the business. He had recently been released from prison in Springfield, where he had served 10 months of a 4-year sentence. The warden let him go early because of his good behavior, but everyone knew Jimmy's good behavior was just an act. Jimmy's real plan was to get back to work cracking safes as soon as possible. After leaving the prison, Jimmy took a train to a small town. There, he visited his friend Mike Dolan's cafe, where he had hidden his burglary tools. These tools were special, designed by Jimmy himself, and they could open any safe in just a few minutes. Jimmy picked up his tools and got back to his old ways. Over the next few weeks, a series of bank robberies occurred in nearby towns. Safes were opened cleanly, and large amounts of money were stolen. Everyone, especially the police, knew it was Jimmy Valentine's work. Detective Ben Price, a smart and determined officer, was assigned to the case. He had arrested Jimmy before and was confident he could catch him again. One day, Jimmy arrived in a small town called Elmore to scout out the local bank. But as he walked through the town, something unexpected happened. He saw a beautiful young woman standing outside the bank. Her name was Annabelle Adams, the daughter of the bank owner. For Jimmy, it was love at first sight. In that moment, Jimmy made a decision: he would leave his criminal life behind and start fresh. He introduced himself to Annabelle and her family as Ralph D. Spencer, a businessman interested in opening a shoe store. Over time, Jimmy, now Ralph, built a new life. He opened his shoe store and worked hard to gain the trust of the townspeople. He became a respected and well-liked member of the community. Jimmy's love for Annabelle grew, and soon they were engaged to be married. For the first time in his life, Jimmy felt truly happy and at peace. But he knew he still carried a piece of his old life with him, his safe-cracking tools. He decided it was time to get rid of them for good. Jimmy wrote a letter to an old friend, asking him to meet and take the tools away. He planned to leave his past behind completely and live an honest life with Annabelle. However, fate had other plans. One day, Jimmy, Annabelle, and her family visited her father's bank. While they were there, a tragedy struck. A little girl, Annabelle's niece, accidentally locked herself inside the bank's new vault. The vault had a complicated timer lock, and no one knew how to open it without the key. The child's family panicked, fearing she would suffocate before the vault could be opened. Jimmy faced a dilemma. He could walk away and protect his new life, or he could use his safe-cracking skills to save the child, revealing his criminal past to everyone. Without hesitation, Jimmy made his decision. He asked Annabelle for her rose, a small token of love, and placed it in his pocket. Then he calmly went to the vault and opened it in just a few minutes using his skills. The little girl was saved, but Jimmy knew his secret was out. As he turned to leave, expecting Annabelle and her family to reject him, he saw Detective Ben Price standing by the door. Ben had been watching Jimmy for weeks and now had all the evidence he needed to arrest him. But something remarkable happened. Ben pretended not to recognize Jimmy. Instead, he said, "I think you're mistaken. I don't know who this man is," and walked away. Jimmy was free to continue his new life as Ralph Spencer. He had proven that he had truly changed, and even Ben Price, who had once been determined to catch him, recognized his transformation. Moral of the story: true change comes from within, and acts of love and sacrifice can lead to redemption. Jimmy Valentine's decision to save a life, even at great personal risk, showed that he had left his old ways behind. Sometimes, people deserve a second chance to start anew.
Больше историй смотрите по ссылке.